Okay, so first I get a letter that my Oregon health plan is being denied because someone reported I received extra income. The only people who have my bank information is Salem Housing Authority, the state representatives of the state of Oregon, who I copy all of my emails to. So someone in government reported extra income to both SNAP and Oregon Health Plan. So I, of course, lost my mind shooting off emails that obviously it must be someone at Salem Housing Authority, or it's Governor Brown, or it's Ron Wyden, or it's Jeff Merkley, or it's Greg Walden. I don't think it's the attorneys that I forward my information to, or it's the Human Rights of Salem, Oregon. So then I get an email, we do not count one-time gifts. So the gifts from your aunt and daughter will not be counted as income. As if it's any of government's business what I am gifted, as they take away all the joy of my receiving the gift and of my family giving the gift, as now they have stressed all of us out. There are other deposits in the statements provided that I do have questions on, and I will provide that information to you in a separate email for you to explain. If only Judge Murphy during my divorce did such a forensic accounting and paid any attention to my disabled ass's life at all, I would not require housing, as I would not need it. But my due process rights were literally violated in a Oregon court during my divorce after my mother died, for which the judge put me in jail for using my voice, apparently illegal in America. If you have recurring gifts or regular contributions, those could be considered income. A birthday gift is not. As if a birthday is the only holiday that we are allowed to receive a gift for. It is our responsibility to ask these questions of you in the annual process in order for us to determine the correct amount of rent you should be paying in your assisted housing approved program unit. We are not asking anything of you that we do not ask all of our participants when we see deposits on accounts that are not explained. Again, as if it's any of the government's business. I have not completed the review of your file yet, but will send you an email asking for some explanation of deposits that don't appear to be what the one-time gift from your aunt and or daughter. Again, as if I'm only allowed to receive one gift a year for my birthday because I'm poor and disabled in Salem, Oregon. That way, we count additional deposits. Oh, the way we count additional deposits is to take an average of the deposits that would be countable as income. Again, as if I'm not allowed to take money out of my account during a pandemic before I stopped leaving my house at all, when the weed store stopped taking cash or stopped taking credit cards and you needed cash, so I had to get cash. And then if I didn't buy weed, I put it back in my account because then suddenly no one was taking cash, so I had to put my money back in my account. As if disabled Americans on housing are not allowed to do normal banking, taking our own money out of our account and having to put it back in. Oh, and what about tips? I'm not allowed to have $20 in my home for if I need to tip someone. I see. Accountable as income and annualize them. You have provided 6 bank statements, so we will look at those. Right, after I provided the 3 that they requested, so then they harassed me some more and asked for 3 more. I will provide you a list of what I consider to possibly be countable. And then we will take that amount times 2 and would count that as income in determining your rent portion. Oh, I see. So they're making up income I don't have. I can tell that we have not shared with, I can tell you that we have not shared with any other agency the amounts that we have counted for income for you. Okay, well, she's saying that they counted it as income for me, for you, and this annual has not been completed. So there is nothing for us to report to any other agency. Then why is my medical being denied? This is not information that we just give out. Another agency would have to make a request, and we would have to see if the release forms that you signed allow us to provide the information. I can tell that we have not had any requests and have not provided income information to anyone. I have been extremely patient and respectful in my email communications with you and understand that you are upset, but I would appreciate the same in return. Again, as if I don't have any right. Funny, housing had no issue with the $10,000 awarded in a legally open 401k and $500 a month alimony by Judge Murphy after my divorce, who denied my due process rights after taking my freedom and stole my identity, opening said 401k with improperly served court documents the Lynn County, Oregon court received kickbacks for from Wall Street, and over which I was taxed $3,900 on to remove all reported, yet I am literally being harassed and retaliated over while being accused of wrongdoing, again with no presumption of innocence at all, over store credits, disputes, and gifts from family. This is harassment. So holiday gifts are a no-no, Lynette. What recurring anything? Again, this is the first time since I was little, as all our relatives are dead, Lynette, dead. My aunt, my last living aunt, is being kind and sending me gifts during the worst time in American history for disabled poor people. You are punishing both her and I for. Wait, so disabled Americans are only allowed to receive a birthday gift, as if that is the only reason to receive gifts? I imagine impeached pussy grabber real Donald Trump would be very upset to know disabled Americans may not receive Christmas presents, huh? So Salem Housing and government now get to decide what is a gift and why? I read. Okay, let's see. The next one. Okay, so then I get an email. Here are the deposits that are in question from your bank statements. April 28th, a $100 ATM deposit. May 14th, a $99 Venmo deposit. May 26th, $24.75 Venmo deposit. June 3rd, $39.95 card claim final credit. June 22nd, $99 Venmo deposit. June 30th, $20 ATM cash deposit. July 6th, $99 Venmo deposit. And the September 24th, $50 Venmo deposit, I explained, was an emergency cash transfer. And September 28th, the $50.50 Venmo deposit, again, emergency cash transfer, when the witch doctor told me that the power was out during Firenadoes, so I transferred money in case my bank went down. These deposits equal $582.20 for 6 months. These are the only deposits that we are considering counting as income at this time. Again, as if I'm not allowed to put $20 in my bank account. I get $945 a month, but apparently I'm not allowed to do normal banking transactions that every single person on the planet does every single day. Annualizing this amount will make the yearly income $1,164 that would be included along with your Social Security income. As if this is income. She's making stuff up. If Salem Housing reports that using my own money from disability is income, then I will be suing them additionally for lying again, like they lied about my not providing the documents last year, as they lied about observing me do anything or being abusive or threatening, or as they violated my constitutional right to protest government for redress of grievances and told me in writing that I am not allowed to use capital letters when I can't see. If you would like to offer explanation for these deposits, we will review the explanation to determine if we still need to count them or not. There are many deposits that you explained that we are not counting. Deposits? You mean credits from me not getting groceries? They're out of their mind. There are many, if you would like a list of those, please let me know. Please provide an explanation no later than December 24th. If we do not have an explanation of these deposits by then, we will be counting them for your upcoming annual recertification. As if I should not be losing my shit over this stuff. To my representation, I insist on knowing who reported additional income to SNAP and Oregon Health Plan, please. If Salem Housing claims it was not them, as again, only the recipients of these emails have had access to my bank statements. So someone falsely reported I received additional income, in quotes, that denied my Oregon Health Plan benefits and now my SNAP, to my even getting renewal, prior to even getting renewal forms, as I will also be filing suit for whoever it was for doing so, and request standing to pursue in court, as this is causing me more extreme emotional and physical stress while causing issues with the one person I know in Oregon who informed me I should get a credit card for gifts, as if I know when, if ever, I would be receiving any gift again, and that she would suggest my aunt and I act like drug dealers, that apparently she would do as she cooked up this idea, now causing us to no longer be friends, as I will never type to her again for suggesting such a thing. She too is the problem with America coming up with ways to cheat versus my attempting to protect one tiny bit of privacy law states even I am entitled to. Then I sent an email. These are the official federal holidays: 1 Labor Day, 2 Memorial Day, 3 Independence Day, 4 Columbus Day, 5 Veterans Day, 6 Christmas Day, 7 New Year's Day, 8 Thanksgiving Day. And too bad other religious holidays are not counted in America, huh? Are you typing that again, disabled Americans are only allowed to receive a single birthday gift? Quasi, there are no other reasons to be given gifts from your family? Do you only receive 1 gift a year, Lynette? Salem Housing and Government, as you continue to accuse me of what? Lying about my aunt and daughter giving me gifts as you harass me? Lynette, I have been so upset and in a state of stress. My daughter sent the $25 to do something nice for myself, all because of you. You, Sarah, Salem Housing, the city of Salem, and the state of Oregon violating my rights. As if I have any rights at all. I had to ask my daughter to send them an email. Well, she asked me because I have been so upset that they are literally harassing me over birthday gifts. Obviously, your office, Salem Housing Authority, reported... Okay, that's an old one. Now, let me go to the next one. So, again, Salem Housing is continuing to harass and retaliate against me for using my own money that has already been explained where it came from. Gifts from my aunts and daughter. What is wrong with you? Quasi, most Americans do not do this every single day. Yet only disabled Americans who sue Salem Housing, for violating our constitutional rights, seem to be harassed over? Will I be getting harassed over every single item or bank credit as if they are income for not getting items I purchased? Again, this is all because I sued them last year. I go back 8 years with the on and off with the housing authority in Salem, Marion County and Salem. This is the first year anyone has forensically gone through $20 deposits or my transferring $100 to Venmo and back into my account after you get the stupid Venmo card and you realize it costs more money to access your own money. I just, during COVID and during the Firenado, wanted to have money in another place in case my bank system went down, which it did, and why AT and asshole T turned off my fucking phone service, for fuck's sake. So I am not allowed to have $100 cash, then need it back in my bank account, as no one is taking cash during COVID, so I had to put it back in my bank. I don't goddamn remember what a $39 credit was for. Something I obviously purchased that I didn't get or was defective, as if that too is criminal activity, Lynette. Getting refunds credited back to our bank accounts. It says that it was a final credit. It's not extra income. It's a credit for something I purchased that was broken or I didn't get. Do you not ever get defective items or not delivered items that are credited to your bank account, a total normal bank activity, as are my using my $945 Social Security disability? And do you harass all of us disabled Americans on housing over these types of things, as I have never been interrogated like this ever over normal banking transactions all Americans do daily? Really, you are bitching about my depositing $20 or transferring $100 back and forth between Venmo during COVID and back into my bank account? I don't even know what to type. Am I even allowed to use my own money I get monthly, Lynette, in this supposed to be free country? And why on earth would you count my transferring my own dollars to Venmo as extra income when it originated from my own bank account, then transferred back whenever I decided I needed it? Honestly, I can't even, you just can't even make up like what they're doing to me. So then I sent a picture of my current bank balance, which I have $1.85 in my account. Here is my current balance for the holidays. Merry effing Christmas. I didn't type fucking. Merry effing Christmas and happy goddamn Hanukkah, huh, Lynette and everyone? So then, okay, so then I believe she sent an email back. Let's see. My current balance. Oh, and then I sent the Venmo. Oh, and be assured I will never transfer my own money to Venmo ever again, Salem Housing, City of Salem, and State of Oregon. Have a nice day. Okay. Then Lynette said, I have been, Miss Walker, I have been nothing but kind, respectful, and courteous as I can while trying, I have been nothing but kind, respectful, and as courteous as I can be, I think she meant, just as I have been as kind and courteous as I can be after this same woman and agency violated my constitutional American First Amendment rights while trying to administer the program in an equitable manner. I am not asking anything of you that is not asked of any of our clients, as if we're clients, that have unexplained deposits into their account. Literally, they're harassing me over $582 over 6 months of using my own money. I am no longer going to respond to emails where you are disrespectful to me and my staff. I don't feel I'm being disrespectful at all. What was disrespectful about the emails that I've just read? As I have said many times, I understand you are frustrated. I have tried every way I can for you to understand why we are asking for what we are and why it is important for you to comply with the process. So the government overreaching and harassing me over gifts from my family, and I shouldn't be upset. As if I have no feelings at all and no rights at all. This is the second year in a row that I have simply been trying to complete your annual so that you can continue to receive housing assistance. They have lied, defamed, and violated my constitutional rights, as they are now accusing me of earning extra income, or if they do indeed count me transferring or depositing my own money in and out of my bank account, again, that all people do on daily basis, but only I feel I am being harassed over. I am sorry that you see it as you are being harassed. Yes, I sued you, and how is this not retaliation? Especially after last year, they also refused to accept the bank statements from Northwest Senior and Disability. This is a voluntary program. Oh, housing is a voluntary program after a judge in a divorce orders you homeless? As if all disabled, poor Americans want to volunteer to be tortured by the fucking housing authority? Are you shitting me? Maybe housing shouldn't be voluntary. It should be mandatory that all Americans have a roof over their head. How about that, Salem Housing Authority? This is a voluntary program, and we have regulations and policies that we must follow in order to provide assistance. You do not have to participate in the program if you don't want to comply with the requests of the agency. Again, the agency is abusing its power. All of us, all we are doing is trying to assist you and doing our best for you to keep your housing assistance. If I have sent you a letter in the past that I will not tolerate the behaviors that you have been exhibiting during this year's whole process. What? Okay, so now I'm doing behaviors that I have been exhibiting. What? Sending email responses to your abuse? I'm not even using my voice, other than with my aunt and my daughter now, as I'll never speak to the witch doctor, aka Trudy, ever again, after insinuating I should get a credit card so people can put gifts on it, again, as if I'm ever going to receive another gift in my life. It's the first time my aunt, after our whole entire family died, I've ever gotten a gift from my aunt during this year's whole process. Again, the words that they use, just like she used last year, they observed me. Again, I live alone, as you can see with my cat. There's no one else here. So Salem Housing Authority, Lynette and Sarah and the government did not see my finger typing the email that I sent to them, as her emails were obviously lies, just like she observed me, or that I am exhibiting any behavior that is abnormal, as I am literally being harassed and my rights are being violated, as if I have any, whether privacy, HIPAA, disability. I have none. When you respond, please keep your responses respectful. No more cursing. Oh my gosh, like at some point I put fucking. Yes, fucking. Really? Oh, so now again, Salem Housing Authority is violating my constitutional rights to free speech. Again, as if I have no right to be upset and to express myself freely while protesting my government for redress of grievances. I am letting you know I will not respond to further emails that are derogatory to me or my staff. I have not been derogatory. There are ways to voice your frustrations in a more courteous and professional manner. Again, what the fuck is wrong with people telling me that I have to be courteous or professional? I'm not a fucking professional. I'm fucking disabled. I don't have to be nice to anybody. Jesus. Okay, so, because the lawyer, Dan the prick, also violated my constitutional rights by saying that my email was unprofessional because I used capitals and because I type in lilac. There are ways to voice your frustrations. Funny, I haven't used my voice. I'm using my typed words. Okay, so my daughter, because I've been so upset about all of this, offered to send an email. She wrote, "Hope you are having a good week. My name is blah, blah, blah Walker, and I am Rosemary Walker's daughter. I wanted to reach out because it sounds like there has been a bit of confusion and miscommunication around what is considered income and gifts. In the past, I have sent my mother a birthday gift via Venmo payment, which I was not aware would cause any conflict with her housing. In addition, she receives disability, which is the only form of income she receives at the moment. She meets all requirements and knows that the process and line of communication is she meets all requirements and know that this process and line of communication is causing her more stress than anyone needs during a pandemic. If you could please simply let her know what guidelines to follow moving forward, I can assure she will be in accordance with them. She had already told me not to send her any form of money, which I'm well aware of now. Appreciate your help and support. Feel free to reach out to me with any further questions." As if I have to get my daughter involved, as this agency is literally harassing me over using my own money. So I sent a thing. I have been as courteous as I can be with how I'm being treated. Last year I told Tracy at Northwest Senior and Disability I would no longer communicate with Salem Housing at all. Yet Northwest Senior and Disability has not assisted me this year per my request. That way someone else can type on my behalf, as no one likes my voice typed or spoken. I will never be doing again why I took a vow of silence. Did you get an email from my daughter? I have answered your questions. The $100 check, I think, was a lawsuit settlement from a company that I started to type screwed. Oh, is screwed a no First Amendment word? Took advantage of Americans that my bank does not show the check any longer, so I don't know, but think that's what it was. The final credit was exactly as stated, a final credit for a purchase I made, and again, I will never use Venmo, an app available to all Americans except apparently for disabled Americans on housing. Again, if I transferred $99 3 times to and from my bank to Venmo and back over 6 months, it was my own money from my own bank account. I do not appreciate being accused of doing banking all Americans do that includes getting cash back, then putting it back into my account. I will never do again, or fall for emails from Venmo or Google, whether Fi or Venmo cards that just rip off poor Americans. Again, I would appreciate if Northwest Senior and Disability would handle all communications from Salem Housing on my behalf from now on, as obviously I require housing or I will be homeless, Lynette. That way no one has to deal with my upset, hysterical, typed voice as I am interrogated over normal banking transactions. I do not feel my emails are not appropriate under the circumstances of my feeling attacked. Have a nice day and holiday. Okay, then anyway, I sent her the picture of my no money in my Venmo account. But this is how we wonder why people are homeless, because government are assholes, as if I have no privacy. They are literally, after my suing them, again for violating my constitutional First Amendment rights by telling me I am not allowed to type in capital letters, they are literally going through every single credit, as if a credit is income, as if I'm not. And again, they're harassing me over $20 that I put into an ATM. as if I'm not, again, I haven't left my home for 6 months. So they are harassing me over transactions that happened 6 months ago, as if I'm supposed to remember, when did I put $100 into an account? We are in the middle of a pandemic. Sometimes I need cash in my house to tip the Walmart drivers if I don't have it in my account. As if I'm not allowed to take money from my account and then have to put it back in when places stop taking cash, or vice versa, they're not taking credit cards, that everybody deals with. This is harassment again. I requested standing for additional charges of extreme emotional distress, again, as I'm harassed over normal banking. Again, if Salem Housing Authority reports the $582 that include $20 me putting into my bank account, or the 3 times I transferred $99 to and from Venmo, and a $39 and something cent final credit as income, I will be suing you again for that also. So then the lawyer for Lynette Sarah, the city of Salem, the state of Oregon, Jen, who's the assistant district attorney, who is representing them instead of representing me, the disabled American that has had her constitutional First Amendment rights violated, sent me an email saying, take me off the email list. Well, these are legal court communications, as I've also emailed them to Mitzi and Judge Bennett's office, who again had a conflict of interest and had to remove himself from my cases after he forgot that he had a conflict of interest, after the court has changed records, lied about hearings being on the record, and after leaving me a voicemail that I would not be punished during COVID for not being able to do due process, which is exactly what has happened. I rest my cases, and if I typed the word fucking, I meant it. I have not been unprofessional. I have not been abusive. I am trying to defend just one single right. Do I have one fucking right in the United States of America? And I rest my case and argue, no, I do not, as do not other poor Americans harassed by the government.